Hi, I'm Aaron, and we're here at Cool Clubs today talking about wedges. Scratch that. I just heard shit. Hi, I'm Aaron, and we're here today at Cool Clubs Custom Shop, and today we're going to talk a little bit about wedges. One of the most important things to consider when you're in the market for new wedges is choosing the proper bounce for your particular shot making skills. So bounce is the angle from the leading edge to the trailing edge in correlation to the ground. The reason bounce is so important is because you want to be able to make consistent contact with the turf according to your swing. The reason they call it bounce is because the greater the bounce, the more it's actually going to hit the turf and bounce out. In our business, most people are a picker or a digger. So if you're a picker, your attack angle is going to be pretty shallow. You're going to come into the ball fairly shallow. You don't take big divots. If you're a digger, you're going to come in a lot steeper and tend to take really thick, heavy divots, and that's when high bounce comes into play. So for example, if you have a steep attack angle, you're going to want as much bounce as you can to get that club to kick out of the turf so you don't dig. So if you have a shallow attack angle, you're not going to need as much bounce because you're already coming in shallow enough to just sweep it off the ground. So again, bounce is the angle from the leading edge to the trailing edge in correlation to the ground. The greater the angle, the higher the bounce. The smaller the angle, the lower the bounce. Most manufacturers have 3 different bounce options: low, mid, and high. As you can see here, I have a low bounce wedge and a high bounce wedge. On the low bounce wedge, the sole is much thinner than on a high bounce wedge, which is going to accommodate shallow attack angles. The high bounce wedge is much wider with a lot more meat. Tailored to a steep attack angle, it's going to kick the golf club out of the turf. Because everybody's swing is different, sometimes you're going to fall in between low and mid bounce. And that's what's cool about the custom shop here at Cool Clubs, is that I'm able to tailor the bounce to your specific swing. The person that I'm grinding this for needs less bounce. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to reduce the angle from the leading edge to the trailing edge in order for it to effectively be less bounce. What I just did there was reduce the highest point of the wedge, which would be the trailing edge, and take that down just a little bit in order to reduce the bounce by a couple of degrees. So if you're in the market for new wedges, make sure you get custom fit and make sure you dial in your perfect bounce.